When I was 15, I found out that I was pregnant, and everyone that I knew told me to get an abortion. So I scheduled an appointment to have an abortion. And while I was waiting, I was driving with my mom one day and saw a billboard that said, "Pregnant, ? Scared, ? So we called the number and we were referred to a pregnancy help center in our area that day. They gave me a pregnancy test and some counseling, and I get on the table and he finds the baby and turned on the sound, and her heartbeat just took over the whole room. And I just knew in every fiber of my being that I could not get an abortion. So I got in the car with my mom and I looked at her and I just said, "Mama, I can't do it. I can't get an abortion." And she took a deep breath and she said, "Okay, well, I'm going home. Where are you going?" So I was homeless for a little while. I did things I'm really not proud of. I sold things people should not be able to buy. I stole food to eat. When women are in situations like I was, when they just, when they're faced with, well, you can have an abortion or you can be homeless, it's not really much of a choice. So I got on my hands and knees and I asked God, I don't know what to do with this baby. And I just asked him, God, please give me wisdom. Whatever you tell me, I will do it. And he said adoption. My daughter that I placed for adoption was born with a cleft palate, and the doctor said it was because of poor nutrition in the first 4 months of my pregnancy. And I had poor nutrition because I was homeless. Ever since I placed her for adoption, I knew that there was a chance I was not going to see her again on this side of heaven. But I also knew that if she ever did want to meet me, if she ever did want to find me, I wanted her to be proud of what she finds. And so for the past 3 years, I have been the leadership director at Georgia Life Alliance, which is the state affiliate to the National Right to Life. I helped write the Federal Women's Right to Know Act in 2020. I've also worked on Gracie's and Simon's Law, which protects differently abled from medical discrimination. I testified in favor of Georgia's heartbeat bill. And I also wrote and lobbied for 3 years to get a law passed that I named after my daughter. It's Betsy's Law. And what it does is it allows nonprofit organizations to offer free maternity supportive housing to pregnant and new moms for up to 18 months after they give birth. And I got to meet her for the first time in November, and I gave her a copy of that signed law. The Haven is going to offer women in these situations and children like me who are in these situations more resources. Their babies will be born into loving, supportive environments instead of crisis and anxiety-filled situations. When the Haven opens, it is going to offer these women an actual choice. When you're giving to support places like the Haven, you should give so that when somebody looks at these women, these young girls, and says, "I'm going home, where are you going?" they'll have an answer. They'll say the Haven.